We're following updates out of Susquehanna County, Pennsylvania, where two police officers were ambushed and shot while responding to an incident. We know the gunman involved in the incident was shot and killed. Anna Schecter from the CBS News Crime and Public Safety Unit joins us live now. And I want to get to how authorities holding this press conference just moments ago were giving some new information on what happened to those state troopers. So let's take a listen to the news conference and we'll circle back with you.
Timeline of events at 11:17, when that call came in by Miss Wasco's boyfriend, those two troopers responded. They responded along State Route 191 to try and ascertain the location of that threat of shots fired. The troopers made it out of their vehicle and they were ambushed from a very good distance away. I don't want to quantify that pending further investigation, but they were ambushed by several rounds of rifle fire from a position of tactical superiority. Trooper Parashinsky was shot twice in the chest/torso area. Trooper Jenkins was shot twice as well, once in each arm. Despite being very severely wounded, Trooper Parashinsky was able to tourniquet both arms of Trooper Jenkins with some further assistance, and their cars where they had arrived and gotten out of were also riddled with gunfire. So I'm not prepared today to speak about how many rounds were actually fired. I do feel confident in saying several dozen rounds were fired in the continuity and the entirety of this incident. So our two troopers have been shot. Two additional troopers were able to come in and evacuate them.
And those comments just moments ago, authorities calling it an ambush. So I want to switch now to Anna Schecter and get your takeaways from this latest update.
Sure. Well, this shooting is just another one in a string of attacks on police that my team has been digging into and documenting over the last 6 months. Authorities are calling it an ambush. What happened was the suspect in his 60s was at his residence on his property. What you just heard him say, from a tactically superior position, fired a long gun, a rifle, towards his neighbor, a woman. You know, in this rural area, homes aren't right next to each other, so it was likely several hundred feet away, and she was walking to her car. He shot her dead, her boyfriend, inside the house, called police, and when police responded to the call and approached, they were not expecting to walk into a dangerous situation with live gunfire, but that's exactly what happened. The suspect shot them both, each shot twice. They went down, called for help. A third trooper then came. What's interesting actually is the third trooper tried to engage the suspect, tried to de-escalate the situation. The suspect did not respond to commands, and eventually he was shot and killed by police several hours after those troopers were shot. So a really chaotic, confusing day up in northern Pennsylvania today. But like I said earlier, this is part of a system, or a pattern of attacks on local police and local, state, and federal law enforcement that my team is tracking.
Yeah, Anna, I want to focus in on that because you said that you and your team have been tracking this the past 6 months. What numbers do you have from this? What research have you gleaned from this?
Sure. Well, we have been working with the Fraternal Order of Police, which was really the only agency that was tracking this phenomenon and able to provide us numbers, and they've noticed an increase. In fact, in 2023, the number of police that were ambushed spiked to 138, according to the count by the Fraternal Order of Police. So that was a huge, that's a very big number of police shot in that way. And last year it was a little bit less. It was about 80 police officers shot. But really just a couple of weeks ago, We were reporting on that Ohio case where 2 police officers were sitting in their car eating a pizza lunch and were targeted by an attacker who shot them, and one of them died. So this has been a growing trend, and in fact, the FBI is so concerned about this that they've included this study in their sort of efforts to train local police. So they are now interviewing the perpetrators of these ambushes and the victims to try to develop a better training manual for local police to identify, to make sure they're not walking into an ambush, because it has been happening so much.
Pretty unsettling there, Anna Schecter. Anna, thank you so much.